Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of Real Genius. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guide 365. Okay, Real Genius is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Sony. It comes in a slipcover edition, available at your online retailers. Now, when it comes to the film itself, this movie was on constant rotation at my household in the 80s. Whether it was on cable or from a recorded VHS copy, I watched this one quite a bit. It was actually my first Val Kilmer movie that I really, saw him in a comedy. And I just loved it. I loved the college setting. I just really loved the lasers that, were the focus of the film. And I think it had some clever stuff. The characters are really cool. It's a fun movie. And rewatching it now for the first time in literally decades, I think it holds up incredibly well. It definitely has that 80s vibe going. Once again, it's just a fun story, and it's really refreshing to, revisit this one. They don't make them like this. They don't anymore. But, it's also Val Kilmer in comedies. I think really, with him in Top Secret also, I just rewatched that maybe about 6 months ago. The guy definitely knew how to hit the comedy button, and he was a good character to watch as Chris Knight in this one. I love it. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's kind of like one of those comfort movies you just go back to. And it does have some cool special effects, even for that time. But yeah, I really like Real Genius, and I'm very happy Sony decided to put this one on 4K. All right, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment. But first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the slipcover edition of Real Genius on 4K. I like the artwork. I think it works. Got pretty much all the characters on the front, so yeah, I think it looks pretty solid. And then we have the back and the spine. And interior is different. You may have seen this online. It's good that we have both options. So then we have the back. Interior, some artwork on the discs. So yeah, I think really very nice presentation. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Real Genius on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 239:1 aspect ratio with native 4K resolution, and it is graded with both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. Real Genius is one of those movies I never owned a physical copy of, so when I finally decided to pull the trigger on the Blu-ray, the prices were so out of control, I thought it would just be one of those I never owned in my collection. But unexpectedly, Sony decided to put this one not only on 4K disc, but they did a really good job with the presentation visually and audio-wise. To me, the movie has never looked better. Granted, I only have my memories of watching it on cable to go by, but the picture quality is presented very well. Gone is the pan and scan framing, and hello to the glorious widescreen picture. Film grain looks properly cinematic, and there are minimal, if any, imperfections from the source. Details stand out especially well, providing wonderful depth to textures. Close-ups show nicer definition, everything from facial features, messy dorm rooms, labs, and yes, even the popcorn. The Dolby Vision grading refines the palette nicely. Colors enjoy a solid boldness, never feeling thematically out of place. When the laser is active, the color is intense during its multiple uses within the story. The 80s aesthetic looks right at home, very natural, and what you typically expect in an 80s film, and I found it to be visually pleasing. Skin tones are warm in appearance and look great. Black levels are presented nicely. I have no instances of black crush or unnatural elevation to report during my viewing. In a welcome addition, Real Genius was given a brand new Dolby Atmos mix, and I have to say I was caught off guard on how well it was implemented. I never imagined back in the day watching it on my old TV through the TV speakers for sound that a much more open soundstage awaited me for this film. The audio upgrade is given just as much care and attention as the picture was. Of course, it isn't the most demo-worthy use of the Atmos speakers, but for the kind of movie that it is, there is a good bit of activity in the form of ambience and atmospheric effects. The opening shuttle simulation and when Mitch descends into Laszlo's underground lair make good use of that space. Tears for Fears comes through clean and clear at the movie's end, with dialogue throughout the film easy to understand. The low end is solid. The 80s musical beats land hard, and when Jesus, quote unquote, is talking to Kent, the booming voice will give your home theater a good rumble. When other moments call for the LFE, it makes itself known. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Real Genius on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a solid A. It always warms my heart when an underdog film such as this one is given the royal treatment on 4K. Sony did an excellent job with their transfer. The image is the best it has ever looked, and it breathes whole new life into this 80s comedy. This is absolutely worth the pickup. For the audio presentation, I'm going to score this one an A as well. The Dolby Atmos mix is a worthy upgrade on this new 4K disc. The soundtrack is fairly immersive and comes through perfectly clear. Audiophiles will be happy with the results. So that is my review of Real Genius on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.